The following segment is sponsored by Concept by Iowa Hearing Aid Centers.
Welcome back to CBS 2 News at noon. It is time for Health Matters. We got Taylor Parker here, president and owner of Concept by Iowa Hearing Aid Centers. And it's a new year, which means new opportunities. And tell us why right now people should take the opportunity to get their hearing checked out.
You know, everybody has the New Year's resolutions, whether we, abide by them, live by them, go through that whole process. What we know from the hearing industry is that you are 2 to 5 times more likely to develop dementia. Also, by not treating your hearing loss, you're not hurting your ears. Your ears just conduct the sound, but your brain actually processes it. So what we're talking about is actually your brain. Your brain is a muscle. And when you're not using a muscle, what happens? As we age, it atrophies. So by not using our muscle, meaning the brain, it actually can lead to atrophy. It can lead to dementia. It also triples the risk of falling. Because of the vestibular system, having hearing or treating your hearing loss actually can keep you more stable without having the issues of, as we age anyway, the risk of falling just because things are uneven. That can actually then complicate issues even more by not having hearing loss. There was a study that just came out from the Journal of American Geriatric Society that said those with a hearing loss that treat it have the same progression of cognition decline as someone with normal hearing.
So that means the longer you wait to get checked out if you have some sort of hearing loss, the worse it gets.
Correct. And that study shows that by treating your hearing loss, your cognitive decline is the same as a person that doesn't have a hearing loss, meaning treating your hearing loss now puts you back on the same as not having a hearing loss, or someone with normal hearing versus not treating it actually then can increase that risk of cognitive decline, so the atrophy, the dementia, and then overall the risk of falling. And in 2015 alone, the cost to Medicare with falls was $31 billion.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and the number one cause of death of people over 60, accidental death over the age of 65, is falling. So it's very important that we really look at this in a realistic standpoint, that everyone seems to think that when I have a hearing loss, I'll wait, and when I'm ready, I'll go get hearing aids and I'll get treated and everything will be fine.
Much more than that.
Way more than that. We're talking about your brain. We're not talking about your ears. And that's, if anyone can take anything out of this segment, it's that my ears are conducting the sound, but my hearing loss is revolving around my brain. And you cannot harm your brain over here and think, well, if I'm not going to do it, if I'm not going to treat my hearing loss, it's not going to do anything. No, you're harming your brain all the way around. So it's just very important that we look at 2018 as the year that we're going to, take charge of our hearing health and keep our brain as active as we can.
So not hearing isn't just an inconvenience, it can really be a deterrent for your health overall. So definitely something you don't want to play around with. Like you said, this is the year you can get checked out. Go to Concept by Iowa Hearing Aid Centers. This is their contact information, their phone number, their email, or their website rather, so you can get in contact with them, set up that consultation, and you guys stay with them for lifelong aftercare, wherever they end up on the spectrum of getting hearing aids with you or whatever treatment they do with you, you're with them forever on from there.
And because hearing loss is for life, so it's something you're going to have now for the rest of your life, that you need a partner that as you walk through this life, you need we call it our Concept family. So it's being part of that family now for the rest of your life. This is when you get to choose.
Yeah, so if you want to choose Concept as part of your family, make sure to contact them. We're going to be right back here on CBS 2 News at noon.